my exotic family? It's your boy Dre, back at you with another video. So today's video, I just kind of want to go over a few tips and tricks when handling snakes. These are all tips and tricks that I've used and currently still used. So for today's video, I thought it was nothing more than appropriate to have Kato as our guest today. Kato is probably the only snake I've ever had that was really, I'm not going to say aggressive, I don't really believe in that term per se, I'll say defensive. So he was the only snake that I had that was actually really defensive and would actively try to bite me on multiple occasions. As you can see now, he is perfectly handleable. I mean, obviously I'm still working with him. Blood pythons are particularly known to be these super aggressive, mean machines per se. But basically I just kind of want to go over things that I've done that obviously, as you can see, have worked. And these are things I've tried with all of my snakes. Kato was the worst when it came to taming down. So we will go over those. Alright, so tip number one, be patient. Never force a snake to be handled. That can cause stress. So if they are showing signs that they do not want to be handled, leave them alone. Which kind of brings me to my next point. If the snake is a new inhabitant, if it's a new pet that you just got, give that snake some time. Let the snake adjust, let the snake acclimate. Let that snake kind of just get used to its new surroundings before it has to deal with this random thing hovering over top of it, trying to grab it and handle it and hold it. That's probably one of the worst things you can do, which can add to the agitation of a snake, which can also drive them to bite you and never want to be handled. You have to remember, especially if you're getting a snake as a baby, they're not, most of them, I'm not going to say all of them, most of them are not used to being handled by humans, so they're looking at you as a predator. So if you get a new snake and you get them set up in an enclosure, and then the next day or the same day you try to handle it, it's not going to work out too well. They're not going to be too sure of what you're trying to do. So let them acclimate, let them get used to their new surroundings before you just go ahead and try to handle them. Tip number two, be confident. If you handle a snake and you're shaking and you're nervous, they can definitely feel that. So it's gonna make them want to bite you because they're gonna feel as if you are not they're not secure, so they're not gonna want to be held. So you definitely have to be confident. You have to go in there knowing what you want to do and basically be confident in holding the snake. You can't be holding the snake and have tremors and stuff like that. They're not gonna feel secure. So definitely make sure that you are secure when holding your snake. Tip number three, pay attention to the signs. This kind of goes with the don't force the snake to want to be held. If you go in your snake's enclosure, if you open the enclosure door and your snake is hissing, your snake is in a defensive posture, or if your snake is even striking, that tells you they don't want to be held. Something's agitating them, they're not with it today. People forget snakes are solitary creatures. They get no enjoyment or pleasure out of being handled. That's solely for our entertainment. So if they're showing those signs that they don't want to be held, let them be. I feel like if you truly care for your animals, the best thing you can do for your animal is let your animal be that natural animal. I know it's, cases where, you want to take them out, you want to take a nice little picture. Even Kato, as handleable as he is now, there are still days where he does not want to be bothered. I want to, take him out, take some pictures on the camera, post some pictures of him on Instagram. There are days where he does not want to be bothered, so I leave him alone. If I open that door and I go to rub on him to let him know that I'm here and it's not food, and he hisses or strikes at me, then I know to let Kato be. So tip number four, swallow your pride. And what I mean by that is, don't be so prideful in handling your snake on the first time with your bare hands that you feel like you don't have to use any tools. If you are a new snake owner and you are somewhat, frightened by your snake or anything of that nature, in my opinion, if you're that scared of your snake, you shouldn't have a snake, period. However, if you're just uncertain or not sure, it's okay to use tools. Use a glove, use a snake hook. Never ever feel too prideful to use any of that, because you obviously want your reptile to be safe and you you want you to be safe, obviously. So if your snake doesn't want to be handled, okay, cool. But if you need to get to the enclosure for a specific reason, i.e. clean out the enclosure, pick out poop, change water, and you need to move the snake, you need to know how to move around that. So you need to know how to remove the snake safely without you getting injured, snake getting hurt, or anything of that nature. Kato, as you can see, I have a snake hook on the hand, and I have used this snake hook with Kato. I haven't had to use this thing in months. However, it is definitely a good tool to have on hand. But like I said, gloves, snake hook, anything that's going to protect you and the animal and have the best interest of both of you guys is definitely something you want to have on hand. Tip number 5, be consistent, which is something I can't stress enough. Obviously, you have to, when it comes to handling snakes, repetition. So if you handle your snake and then you don't go back and handle them for another like 2 to 3 weeks, not all snakes, but there is a very big chance that your snake could be defensive. So I try to handle all of my snakes at least 2 to 3 times a week. I don't obviously handle them every day because, with the exception of when I feed them, they need a couple of days to digest their food, so I don't bother my snakes after they eat for a day. Or I usually do a full day and then another full day, so 2 days basically. I don't handle my snakes after eating. So definitely be consistent in the handling. Get them used to you, especially if you want a snake that you can interact with. You want a snake that isn't going to be defensive towards you. So definitely be consistent. All right. So if you've done everything 1 through 5 and you've been, you have no fears, you're fine with handling your snake, just make sure when you're handling your snake, you support the body. Like I said before, snakes like to feel secure. So you have to support their body, and then just kind of let them explore. Never ever grab the snake and make them feel constricted. Let them kind of just crawl and you go hand to hand, and they'll keep going. So have control by giving them control, if that makes sense. So basically let them think they're in control. However, you kind of guide where they go with your hands. And then one thing that I would say is, if you're a beginner and you feel like you're used to handling your snake, unless you know that snake, you've had that snake for forever, never ever touch the snake's head. That is, for a lot of snakes, a for sure way to get bit. My Brazilian rainbow boa Medusa, you can see it on Instagram. She does not mind it. However, like I said, that's something myself, I would never recommend someone to do. That's something that particular snake is fine with. That is not something all of my snakes are okay with. In fact, she's the only snake that is okay with me touching her head. So, if you're new to snakes and you just want to get used to handling your snake, get better at it, get your snake to kind of tame down or be easier to handle, follow those 6 tips and be consistent and be patient. And I can tell you, your snake will show a big difference in how they handle. So if you enjoy those tips and you have any other tips, definitely drop a comment below. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And as always, I appreciate you watching this video.